What's up guys, it's Marcus or Epic Life Gaming. Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you a crazy deck that I lost to that I probably should have never lost to. It was such a crazy deck, I've never seen anything like it. So before I show you the battle, I'm going to show you the guy's deck. And the guy's deck is this right here. This deck looks like nothing, but his furnace, I believe, was a level 8 furnace, so he was able to take down my tower just with his furnace. You guys have to watch this match. And then after I get beat by that deck, I go ahead and I try out his deck, and I actually get a couple wins with it. So I'm just going to show you guys the replays of the wins that I got using the deck. It's an interesting deck, a good deck if you have a higher level furnace. So if you have a higher level furnace, try this deck out, see if you can get some wins yourself. Alright, here we go. We're going against Deadly Doom, who's a guy who, I don't know, maybe created this deck. I'm gonna just give the credit to him because I really don't know what credit to give to because I don't know who created this deck. So he goes ahead and starts off with the best starting deck he could possibly have for the furnace. And I'm not even really paying attention to it until I realize that he has level 10 little fire spirits, and that is what gets me to beat him. And look at that, he's already going crazy. He knows I'm only able to take out one at a time, and look at my tower with 2 trips down to my tower. He's already done about 1,000 damage to me. Look at that, takes out my bomber and my princess. So I just go ahead and try to attack him. I'm pretty much don't really realize yet how much damage he's actually doing to me. I know he's doing some damage, but look at that. We're not even a minute in, and he's only used fire spirits to take my tower down by 2,000. And look at this, only 185 left. I am like, wow. That's crazy. And look at this right here, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and zap it so that way you can't do any more damage, but pretty much he's done all the damage with just fire spirits. And look at this, I'm like, all right, sweet, I got a tower. He's able to actually stop me from taking down that tower with that push. Wow, that is very impressive. I'm blown away at this point. Look at this guy, he's going to work at me, throwing down arrows, doing everything he can, dropping down as many furnaces as he can. He goes ahead and does a fireball, and he doesn't even get any other basic troop to the tower besides the fire spirits. Wow, I've never seen that done before. And I guess if you want to go ahead and rank your fire furnace up and get your fire spirits to level 10, so that way a level 10 has to take 2 shots to destroy it, then that's perfect, because this guy is doing work with just his furnaces. I've never seen anything like this. I don't know if my princess gets one more shot. She doesn't. So we're actually into a good battle. So even though he does have, his furnaces upgraded really, higher level, it's not doing too, like, we're still a competitive match. It's not like some crazy overpowered match. I still got a great deck. This is a deck that I've done really well with, so I like this deck a lot. But he's doing a great job, and he pretty much took down my entire tower with that 1 or 2 furnaces. That 2 furnaces almost took it down to what, 185? Wow. Couldn't believe it. So this was a fun little battle that we had with the guy. I go ahead and drop down my Royal Giant. He already has my tower down to 1470. So I'm doing the best I possibly can right now, and it's actually a good battle, as you can see. But he's using the fireball. He hasn't even dropped down his giant once this entire battle. That's what's crazy about this whole thing. Not even the main thing, which is the giant, he dropped down yet. I don't even know what he uses his giant for, because he hasn't even dropped it down yet. I don't even know how he uses it. So when I turn around and use the deck myself, I really don't know how to use the deck either. I get the zapping at the little late on that one, but he's gonna go ahead and drop the fireball down, and he pretty much has upgraded certain cards to accommodate for him. And look at this, I let these 3 come in to hurt me, and look at all that damage. And now he has all those to come in, and he's gonna go ahead and just throw arrows and get the victory right there. I had nothing to combat those fire spirits and the minions, so he was able to take me down. Deadly Doom, great job. Now I'm going to show you guys some gameplay of me using this deck. Alright, we're going up against a level 9 Wawaito. I don't know how to say that name, but he actually has the Inferno Dragon in this battle. So that's pretty cool. I never have seen the Inferno Dragon yet, so it's actually pretty cool to see that. I mean, I just got my very first legendary card a couple days ago, so no surprise that I just haven't gotten the Inferno Dragon so far. But look at the crazy deck that he has. So he has a Mega Minion, Dragon, Ice Wizard, and the Inferno Dragon. Really cool deck, very interesting. And this deck was able to beat it. And I think because of the Inferno Dragon, the Skeleton Army, it can't, like, even though they can't hit it, the Inferno Dragon only does damage to one of the skeletons at a time. So it's a very good distraction card for the Inferno Dragon. Look at that Fireball, getting its value from that. But now my giant just goes down to die. That's okay. Got the dragon coming down. I really don't know what to play right here, so I just go ahead and mirror the fireball to take the rest of that out and only get one or maybe two shots from the dragon. I think it was only one. We're going to go ahead and throw down the furnace. Like I said, I really don't know how to use this deck yet. Still experimenting, trying it out. He doesn't drop down the giant once in that battle. I'm, using it as my main thing. Maybe that's just a card to fill in. I'm not sure. Maybe he only wants 7 cards and just has the, giant just to look pretty in his deck. I'm not quite sure, but I'm using the giant for myself. He's once again getting ready to do his push. The Inferno Dragon looks so awesome. Such a cool card. Such a cool concept. I love it. Great card to have. Look at all this coming at me. Getting ready for the fireball. And then I'm also going to throw down the arrows as well. I'm actually not going to use a fireball right there. Very surprising. I thought I would have right there. And he goes ahead and drops down fire spirits. And look at my giant's already almost dead from all of that. He goes ahead and throw down some arrows. He's wasting a lot of elixir though, doing all of that. So I think I would have just taken the damage if I was him. Cool card though. I love the Inferno Dragon. The dragon just looks awesome. This time, I'm going to go ahead and drop the furnace in the back, and he's actually going to switch lanes on me. And what I did was I dropped down another giant to take the attention away from that Inferno Dragon, because if that Inferno Dragon gets on your tower, it takes no time for it to heat up and actually start getting some damage done. I go ahead and throw the arrows, and look at that. It actually took down the Mega Minion with a little bit less than just half health. That was kind of crazy. Now I got 2 furnaces down. Now watch. I think I'm going to throw down the skeletons right here. Oh, nope. I'm just going to go ahead and throw down a fireball. And I guess that was the case. I thought I threw down the skeletons. There's a couple battles where I do throw down the skeletons to distract the Inferno Dragon, and it does a great job. Look at that. He threw down his arrows at the wrong time, and now look at all of these troops going at him. Tries dropping down the fire spirits, but everything was on it way too quickly, and look at that. We were able to take it down, and he throws out a wow. Great battle. Awesome. Good job, Awadu. So that was my first win that I got with this deck, and this was the second win I got with this deck, and these wins were back to back. So I thought this deck, I'm like, man, I got the hang of this, but it really just depends on what your opponent has. You could really get destroyed using this deck. He obviously maybe created this deck so he knows how to combat a lot of the different decks that you're going to go up against. I don't. I mean, this was within, 30 minutes of me going against the deck, trying the deck out, and now recording it with you guys. Look at that. A little too late on the arrows right there. I'm going to actually let the princess focus on my tower before I drop down my skeleton army, and then that way they can go after it. And look at this. One little skeleton comes up and knocks the princess down. That was awesome. I thought that was one of the coolest things. Just seeing one skeleton take down a princess. You don't see that too often. I love dropping down my stabby goblins because they do such a good job doing damage, especially against a level 9. If you have higher level goblins and you're going against a lower level guy, drop your goblins down. They actually have to try to defend it, or else they are going to do about 300-400 in damage for only 2 elixir. Great reward. And that guy, I don't know why he dropped down that, but he did, because it's only taken 1 shot to take out my little fire spirit. So I don't know why he dropped down a minion horde to, stop him from coming out of his tower, but he did. But that's a problem. My tower was taking 2 shots for every fire spirit. That's why this deck I don't think works as well as that guy's deck also. I forgot to bring that up. Because if you take 2 shots, the fire spirits move so quickly that you're able to actually get going a little bit faster, and you're basically, if he doesn't stop anything, 3 out of the 4 fire spirits are actually going to do damage. And look at that. Look at the skeletons go to work on that giant. He doesn't even get to the bridge before he gets taken down. So now that my giant's actually on the tower, I'm going to go ahead and throw down my stabby goblins because they're going to do a great job doing the damage. Look at that. But he drops down a defensive elixir collector to stop me from doing damage to his actual crown tower, his king's tower. So, but look at the furnaces. I had 3 up there for a second. He has his princess, and I'm just going to go ahead and fireball her out of the way. We got a good, comfortable lead right now, so I'm not too worried about that. But as soon as I throw down my skeleton army, he drops down a Sparky. So I didn't really know what to do. I was like, I'll take the hit. We got a good lead on him. His King's Tower is down to 1,400. And I'm actually going to go ahead and drop down 2 giants, which was actually not a good idea because he just drops down the barbarians and it's just going to take out one of them already. And look at that. He cleans everything up pretty much. And we're not going to be able to get that tower down. We only have a few seconds left. 5 seconds, 500 health left. I'm going to go ahead and throw down a couple fireballs. They're still not even close to getting the victory. We almost got the 3 crown on that, but that was awesome. Good battle right there, and that's when I thought this deck was heating up. So on 5 battles, I came up with 3 wins and 2 draws. So I really thought this deck was good, and so I kept trying to use it. This was my last win I got with this deck until I finally gave up. Now this deck can be good, like I said many times in this video. But you have to be able to, upgrade the cards in this deck for it to be good. The guy that I was going up against, we'll check it at the very end, and then we'll, relate it to what my cards are at, their levels. But look at the job that the fire spirits are doing against the dragon, the minions, and the lava hound. Great job, and I just go ahead and throw down some arrows and take everything out. No defense whatsoever. The Lava Hound went straight for my tower and only did about 200 damage to my tower. That's pretty impressive. Now, because this guy's 1 level lower, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and just throw down my goblins, and he has to drop something down to stop him. And he did. He dropped down the skeleton army. We're actually both using the skeleton army. You don't see that too much. So now we drop down the giant with the furnace in the back. Great little card to have, in the back of your giant because it's going to stop minion horde. It's going to stop the barbarians. It's a good card to have. I'm going to go ahead and throw down arrows to stop those guys. Maybe I should have waited, maybe not, who knows. He's actually going to throw down fireball, which is great. He's probably pretty low on elixir. He's down to 2, so I'm going to go ahead and throw down some goblins. He was actually able to take out 2 of them with the fire spirits, but we're doing enough damage right here. And I kind of have to not drop anything down and drop the skeleton army to pull the lava pups away because of how much damage they were going to do to my tower. So we got a good lead. We got 1 tower down. Awesome. I love having a lead like that where it's, 2 minutes into the game and you already have a tower down. Having this comfortable of a lead feels good. It gives you a little bit of confidence and you kind of can just play defense instead of trying to, just throw everything at him. Now, I go ahead and start throwing stuff at him because it makes him have to defend it, or else he's going to go down 2 towers even if he only gets 1. Now, what I did was I threw the arrows down on the skeleton army and threw down the fireball on the lava hound and the dragon. And now I keep throwing down giants on his side, and look at that. Look at the damage that the lava pups are doing to my tower. So that's why I gotta keep making sure I defend those guys because they do the most damage. And look at this, we're actually gonna grab 2 towers right there. Another victory because he was not defending very well. He was dropping a little bit of stuff, but more on the offense. And I go ahead and throw down 2 furnaces on his side to show my dominance in this battle. So that was my 5th battle of 2 draws, 3 wins right there, you guys. And then I kept trying to use this deck and was not doing good. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my recent battles so that way you guys can see. So right here, I defeat. Look at that. 4 defeats, draw, victory, draw, victory, victory, defeat, draw. Okay, so it's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 5. Yeah, so it was 5. 2 draws, 3 victories. But let's go ahead and look at this guy's deck that he had when he was using it against me. Deadly Doom right here. So level 8 Fireball, which is 1 level higher than my Fireball. Level 8 Furnace, which is actually 2 levels higher than me. Level 8 Giant, which he never even dropped, which is 1 level higher than me. 2 levels higher on Minions, 2 level higher on Arrows, 2 level higher on Mirror, 1 level higher on Skeleton Army, and every single card was higher level by 1 or 2. That's him just focusing on those cards in order to use it in his deck and make it powerful and keep him still at a lower level. He was still only a level 10 player, same level as me, but have much higher level cards because he focuses on those. So if you guys find a deck like this deck for me, focus on upgrading these cards. Focus on the actual cards that you use, and that will benefit you more than just trying to keep everything around the same level, because Clash Royale, the game, will actually keep everything the same level. So if you get my Inferno Tower up to level 8, all my other epics I'll start seeing a lot more in the chest, because they want to make sure that they're all around the same level. So focusing on 1 or 2 or 8 cards that you are using in your deck is actually a good thing, and that's what that guy showed right there. Was able to make that deck and dominate me pretty much. Well, not really dominate, it was a good match, but it was more powerful than the deck that I was using, copying him, because of him focusing on those cards. But I wanted to show you guys that. I thought it was crazy that he was able to use a Furnace to take me down, take down a complete tower just with the Furnace. Never seen that before. But I mean, if you have a level 8 Furnace going up against guys your same level, you're obviously going to be able to beat them. Or at least put up a pretty good battle. Well, there it is, you guys. I wanted to show you guys that. I don't know what to call this. The Furnace Epic Battle Deck. I don't know. Well, there it is, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Clash Bro family. Hope you guys have a great day. And don't forget, my Clash Bros, to stay beautiful.
Make it drop, honey.